20 this year, and I'm from Penang. And today I'm going to share about being watchful.
All right, cool. So go for it. So you've got 4 minutes, okay, and your time starts already.
Okay. So today I'm going to share about Colossians 4 verse 2. Devote yourselves to prayer, being watchful and thankful. We're going to focus on the word watchful. What does it mean by being watchful? Being watchful means being alert, being careful, being vigilant, right? And today I would like to share what I caught from this verse along with an illustration. Imagine you and your friend are on a road trip to a new destination that you have never been before. So while you are driving, and your friend is over there with all the navigating accessories, directs you there. And so, after following each and every instructions precisely and being alert, being watchful on the roads and signages, you reach your destination. And then you can also finally have some rest after some time of driving. Well, our lives are also quite similar to this. We are the driver of our lives. And we are heading towards our future. But we don't know how to go there because it's a new area, a new territory. But God knows. And in Isaiah 58 verse 11, He even promised us that He will guide us always. Not sometimes, but always. And so we can trust in that promise that He has given us. And when we do, we'll be able to reach the destiny that He has prepared for us. However, many of times it's not as simple, It's not as simple as it seems. It's difficult to reach there because of the distractions around us. It's like when we are at a roundabout, and then your friend tells you, hey, take the second exit. And then after that, while you're reaching there, suddenly you receive a text. And you perceive that it's very, very important that you have to reply immediately. And so you did. And after looking back at the road, you realize that you missed the turning. But you comforted yourself. It's okay. It's okay. It's a roundabout. I'll just go one more round and then exit the second exit. But is it really okay? Imagine the same thing happens again and you attend to that distraction first instead of focusing on what's ahead. We'll end up going around in circles, right? And that's exactly what happened to the Israelites. When God used Moses to lead them out from Egypt to the promised land, they were so distracted by their surroundings. They complained, they grumbled, and then they were so distracted to the point where they weren't being watchful anymore. They weren't being focused on the promises of their lives. And as we know, they went around the promised land for 40 years when it should only be just an 11-day journey. 40 years for an 11-day journey. I pray that doesn't happen to us. Let's be watchful. Let's be watchful not only in listening in what God has for us, but also in obeying it as well. Colossians 4 verse 2, devote yourselves to prayer, being watchful and thankful. When we devote ourselves to prayer, let's be watchful, let's be vigilant. Let's not be too caught up by the things around us and trust in God as He guides us. And then we'll be able to reach our destination, our destiny that God has specifically prepared for us. And then we can finally find rest. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Gabriel. Okay, so now the judges will give you some comments. Hopefully to help you in your pursuit of preaching more. So I'll go first. Thank you so much for that message. And I believe you said that the message is being watchful, right? Okay, so I'd like to commend you on the use of illustrations. So instead of just telling us what the text is, you help bring the text to life by giving us real-life illustrations. You're driving, you're journeying, the roundabout. So all that really helps bring things and brings truth to life. I wish there were also some true stories. Perhaps it will make it even more real and even more real life if you shared about maybe your journey, your driving one day, you and your friends. That would have added a bit more to it. I need to commend you as well as your dressing. Looks like you thought through it. You didn't come with a t-shirt or singlet and shorts. Are you in shorts? I can't see.
With pants.
Okay, so that's good. At the same time, I think it would have been, maybe this is coming from me, I don't know about other preachers, but it would be good if you have used the stage more. Actually, it make you look more comfortable actually, even if you were not really comfortable. Let's say inside we can't see, but if you use the stage more, you own the stage, you walk around a bit more. To the audience, it will look like you're not nervous, or sometimes using the stage more helps with that. So I wish we also use the stage a bit more. And this is my final point. I know your message is about being watchful, and you use a lot of illustrations, and you sometimes also use the word focus, right? I think there is the risk of sometimes the message not being very clear, because I found myself at some points not sure whether you're still talking about being watchful or you're talking about being focused on something, which sounds similar, but you have 4 minutes, so sometimes you can only really talk about one thing and the main thing. So maybe you can watch that, like make sure that your message is about the one main point and keep to that. Okay, cool.
All right, thank you, Gabriel. I think you did really well. I like how you, as you're talking about being watchful and prayerful, you related it to driving. And then not only that, but you also related it to how the children of Israel wandered in the wilderness because they were not prayerful and watchful. And they spent a lot of time wandering around when it's such a short journey. So I like how you related everything together. That helps me to understand better. So there's like a old biblical example for me to refer to, but there's also a current one, driving, for me to relate this passage to as well. And also in terms of stage presence, I think you did well. You were confident, you maintained eye contact, you paced yourself well, you didn't speak too fast. I think you did really, really well. Well done, Gabriel.
Thank you. All right. Hi, Gabriel. Right, so some good things that I observed. The first thing is you sounded like you understood your content. All right, so that's good. I think you are really quite confident. All right, I didn't hear any like stuttering or like a shaky voice. That's what I would go through, even until now. So that's really good. Maybe you practiced. Maybe you are really comfortable, on the stage. I'm not sure what it is, but you sounded confident. So that's good. So the other part would be, I noticed there were no, not to say that slides are a must in preaching, but I guess some visual, nowadays people are looking into, I learn visually, I learn audibly, I learn with, touching something. So I think just more like to get the message across, some help of something would help. Yeah, so anyway, those some things I thought about, but well done for your confidence.